In this video, we're going to go over how to make a simple loadout and how to place that loadout into a mission using scripting. This will be very simple, and anybody can do this. So first, let's go to the virtual arsenal. Okay, close out all this, and we have a dude. Let's give this guy some stuff. So just give a quick rundown of what we've got here. We've got all the type of things we can change in our guy. We've got hides, we can just hide the interface. We've got random, so we can randomize what he's wearing. And then we'll just ignore these other parts. What we really need here is export and try. So export I'll tell you how that affects you and what you do with it later on once we've made a loadout. So let's make a quick loadout and then we'll try it out. So let's give him some gear. Give him the gun. And here, once we've chosen our gun, which is our first option, we've got the sights, we've got accessories such as lasers and flashlights, and then we have the ability to put a suppressor on. So let's kit out this guy's gun. Alright. Give him a pistol. And let's give him my uniform. It changes best around as well. Once we get stuff like the uniform and the backpacks, we can add items to what's inside of it. So say here we've got this UN uniform. As you see, we've got our dude has a small launcher, a deagle, and a MP7. So we can put some magazines inside of his uniform. So we'll put a couple of magazines in there, and why not a couple of grenades? So let's give him some smoke grenades. And here we've got our vest. This is probably the best place to be putting all of our stuff. So let's load this guy up with some mags. And a backpack. Let's give him a small backpack. There we go. Change his helmet around. And the next thing we've got binoculars. Let's give him a vector. Map. The map and radio, compass, and watch will always be default added to every loadout. If you want to take them out, you have to select it. And then here we've got aftermap. We've got sorry about that. We've got the Android tablet, rugged tablet, GPS, and UAV. It's usually best to just give squad leaders or commanders or pilots GPSs or your tablets. And then radios, we'll go over how to add radios in scripting. Radios added through the virtual arsenal, what they will do is each of these radios is predetermined a channel. So say this 119, its channel may be set to 9. So when you load up into the mission, your channel will be set to 9, which I know isn't a channel in 119, but just for example's sake. And you will be able to change it, but anytime it's either a time interval or when people log on to the server, your radio will change back to its default channel, which leads to nothing but headaches in ops. So we'll just leave this empty and we'll add radios through scripting. See, give this guy a compass and a watch. And here we have faces. If you hate freedom, you can set the face, but if you're a nice freedom-loving person, you can set it to whatever you want, like a custom face. And then here we have the voices. These don't really matter because we won't ever hear them in ops, so there's no real point in choosing one. Same thing with these little shoulder patches. It's probably just best to leave it empty. Alright, well we've made our loadout. Let's see, make sure we've got ample ammunition. See, we've got bandages, some mags, smoke grenades, a lot of bandages, some more mags. It looks like this guy's kitted out to be a medic. Now some of the backpacks I will add. We'll go back to the arsenal real quick. Some of these backpacks are medic packs. They won't say it, that they are medic packs and they're full of medical supplies. So say I was to pick this assault pack black, I know it's mostly empty. Anyways, we'll export this and then we'll get it into a scripting file and then add it into a mission. So we'll just hit export right here once we're satisfied with what our guy has. Then we'll open up a notepad. Let's see, I'm going to use Notepad++ for this. We'll open up a new file and then just paste it in. Alright, let me highlight it so it's easier to see. Alright, so let's run down what this script does. Comments don't matter, they just kind of, you know what comment is. Let's see, this right here will remove everything our pre-placed unit has. Here we have the uniform, and then what's added to the uniform. Here we have the vest, what's added to the vest. Here we have the backpack, what's added to the backpack. Our helmet and our goggles. Here we have our weapons, all the weapon accessories. And we have our items, our linked items, like the map, compass, and GPS. See, if you don't hate freedom, you will take this part right here and press delete. Alright, let's give this guy some radios. So for this, we're going to type in player, link item, item radio. And then after that, say we want to give this guy 2 radios. Let's give him a 148. We'll go player. Sorry, I typed that wrong. Alright, so this is gonna put a 119 in his inventory, and this will link a 343. Now the one problem we have here is all of these thises need to be changed to player for this to work properly. So I'm just going to change those all real quick. Alright, as you can see here, all those if thises were changed to player, and this should work properly. So let's save it into our mission file. We'll name it loadout.sqf. You can name it whatever you want, just as long as you put a .sqf at the end. Okay, we'll save it, and then we'll go into the editor and try this loadout. Alright. See, we've already got a unit placed down, so all we need to do is we need to open up the initialization, which is inside the mission folder. If you don't have one, you can create one inside if it's a new mission. And then here, we're going to have, this is the script we're going to run anytime we want to change the loadout on the player. So what it's going to do is the server's going to wait until somebody slots up, a player slots up as a unit. To wait until it was player. And then it's going to switch with the case that when they slot up as this individual unit, it's going to run this script. So we'll change, let's get the guy's name. So we'll go to the unit, we'll double click on him, and then we have up here in the top right corner his unit calling code, or his unit name, class name, many names. We'll take this, just copy it straight from the editor, and then we just paste it in here. And then we're going to type right here in the execute vn the name of our script we want to run, so we'll do loadout. Okay, we'll just save that, and then we'll try it out in the editor to make sure it works. And as you can see, we've got our loadout that we just exported from the virtual arsenal. We look inside, we've got our Acre 343 that's linked that we scripted in. Our 119, it didn't have enough room in our uniform, so it put it in our chest. We got all the things that are inside that script were added to this guy, as you can see. And that is how you do simple loadouts.